Hi, and welcome to the HR Link, where we have people-first conversations that centre around the humans inside your business. I'm Amy from Grounded HR, and my superpower lies in my ability to zero in on the individual to bring out their unique strengths, whilst helping values-led Australian businesses lead their teams with confidence and care. Here you'll find simple, people-first HR conversations and tips to take the stress out of managing your team and put the humans at the centre of everything. So let's jump in. Hello and welcome to today's episode. I am super excited to speak to you about our number one amazing service today, the HR Link. It's so amazing that we had to name this podcast after it because we see that HR is the link that joins your business idea and the people that you employ into your business, and that link creates profits, creates success, and creates impact. So that's why we named our number one service the HR Link. Today I want to talk to you about that service, who it serves, why we created it, why it got nominated for business innovation, and also, the gap I saw in the market when I had business owners coming to me saying that they weren't receiving the HR service they deserve. If you've been looking for HR support without a hefty retainer, then this is probably the episode for you. A couple of years ago, take a few steps back, we, through conversations with our clients, had identified that there was a gap in the market. Now, I understand that there are large HR consultancies out there. There are also tech-based HR support platforms. And I felt that none of those were tailored to the small business ecosystem. They were not tailored to the way that small business evolves, the way that small businesses happen. They can't afford these hefty, really long retainers. Some of the stories I was given was that they were locked in for 5 years. In Australia, a small business quite often doesn't last 5 years. How do you get out of these contracts? All of those things felt really pressured, is what these small business owners were feeling, that if they wanted to do things the right way, they were going to have to pay big for it. And in my view, that's not how HR advice should be provided. You shouldn't be pressured into things and lengthy contracts that you don't actually want. What we did, we wanted you to have peace of mind. We wanted you to have one-to-one tailored advice that was tailored for your business, not some cookie cutter approach. And we know that you can't afford an internal resource. That's why we created the HR Link. So the HR Link is a retainer service that you pay for each month that provides you a couple of key inclusions. The key inclusions are you get a one-to-one monthly consult with a qualified HR consultant. You get access to our community chat group, and this allows you to ask questions on the go from your phone. This community chat group is also a space where you get to learn. You get to learn from other people's questions and the answers that we provide. When you ask questions inside that chat group, you're not going to get bots replying to you. You're going to get an actual human who knows your business, who is providing you tailored advice within 24 business hours. It's about that timeliness. We understand that small businesses need the advice now. They don't want to sit on a phone and wait for a call center to answer in the hope that the person on the other end knows what they're talking about. We want you to be able to access that advice without the waiting around. We understand you're busy people. So you get the one-to-ones and you get the access to the chat community. In addition to that, we have a library created with various different documents email scripts, masterclasses from different business specialists, and heaps of different resources that will help you to build your business, build the structures that I talk about all the time, and not have to spend your time on Google, in ChatGPT, or any of those kind of things to know that you're doing it in a best practice way. So there's some really cool inclusions. I wanted to make sure that this service was very tailored to small business owners and that you were getting advice that was tailored for you, not some cookie cutter approach. So who is it actually for? It is for the busy small business owner who has probably built their team to around 5 employees but is not yet ready to outsource for a full retainer. So you are still the driver of your business, but we are there as your supportive partner. Usually the clients we have inside the HR Link have somewhere between 5 and 30 employees. That seems to be the space where you can thrive with our support. The next thing I want to talk about is why is it different? And I guess I've covered a few of those things. We don't lock you in for a super long retainer. You can try us for just 6 months and you can pay in full or you can pay by the month. Now, that's probably one of the key things. We fully trust that our service is going to deliver. And so we have no qualms about it being a shorter initial period for you to join us. We also have a money back guarantee. If you, in the first 30 days, don't love the service, don't feel like it's the best thing for you, after you have engaged in all the parts of the service, we're happy to give your money back because we hold ourselves highly and we want the right service for the right people. The other part is that the people who are going to be replying to you, I can guarantee that they are qualified in the HR space. You will not be getting advice from people who have been trained with scripts or have not studied in the HR field. You will get advice from qualified HR professionals. So what's the overall aim of the HR Link? It's to move you from a space where you are reactive all the time to being a little bit more proactive with your human resources. We want you to run regular performance appraisals. We want you to be able to have difficult conversations. We want you to be confident in what you're doing, but we also want you to be compliant and have things in place that support you in the business. Now, I want to reassure you that there is no pressure from us. We want the right service for the right people. So if you're still a little bit unclear about whether the HR Link might be something that's going to be really supportive for your business, then we would love to have a chat. We'll make sure that the link below is available for you to book a discovery call with us. We would love to have a conversation. We could even show you around the back end of the HR Link and make sure that before you join that you're really confident that it's the right thing for you. Finally, if you want to check out more information or join us inside the HR Link, then we will make sure that all of the notes, all of the links are below for you to check it out. Until next time, I hope that you have an amazing week and we will chat soon. Thanks for joining me today on the HR Link. If you found this episode helpful, make sure you hit subscribe or follow so that you don't miss out on any future episodes. We always aim to help you lead your team with confidence and care. And if you're ready to take the next step, I encourage you to explore the HR Link. It's your HR partner in your pocket. We provide practical, people-first support to Aussie Australian businesses. You'll find the link below. But up until next time, keep leading with clarity, care, and confidence, and we'll see you then.